Give me a little space.
My favorite animal is the Kangaroo Jack. It's his name. And I like him because he is a very,
Come, Jack. Come say hi.
he's kind of shy.
Now, of course, just because Jack is from Australia does not mean he will stand in the sun all day. So he's shading himself the same way we are. I don't force him to do anything he doesn't want to do. 'Cause remember, he's not a tame animal, right? He's accustomed to us, but he's not tame. Tame is like your dog or your kittens or whatever. You could tell your dog to sit and roll over. He can't do that, right? So, red kangaroo, because of this. Look on the chest area here. Now he's only 3 years old, right? When he gets older, he'll be about this size, right?
Jack the kangaroo, it was real hard getting him to walk. And when he was hugging the tall guy, he was like, I'm never letting you go.
Now, as I say, I don't romp with him. I'd give him a little play. I would dance with him sometimes because just like if you have a puppy or a dog, if you rough play with him, he will play rough as well, right? And we don't want him to play rough. You could actually pet him. If he comes close enough, you could actually interact with him. Now, of course, when I'm in here, he's not going to take you guys on much because yes, I'm having a lot of fun.
Kangaroo Jack. I could say that one I'm afraid because one kick from that and you will, go to hospital. And
he's originally from Australia. He's called a red kangaroo, right? Now, is he red? Right, he's not red. So why do we call him red kangaroo? Red kangaroos have the ability. What color are my hands?
They're orange shredded.
Right. So they would mark their territory. It's like a pheromone they would release. So a lot of male animals, they would release a pheromone. I am here, I am the male. Deer would do that as well too. Yeah, exactly, to establish territory. Now, he has a very special tail. A long one, but it's also what they call prehensile. He can use his tail like a limb. Rabbits actually walk the same way. If you ever see a rabbit hop, they do the same thing like this. Now, just like if you have a big dog, like if you have a Rottweiler or a Pit Bull or whatnot, when they jump on you, sometimes they may scrape you. He doesn't mean to do it, just like they do, right? He doesn't know that he's doing that sometimes because he will play with me the way he would play with another kangaroo, right? He came from another safari. He did not come from the wild.
Jack was really cool and he jumped so high.
Of course, he is a herbivore, so he eats carrots, he eats broccoli, he gets lettuce, he gets watercress, and he eats the grass right here as well, right? And he's only 3 years old. But zebras, because of their nature, they're very wild and they don't like being interacted with by other creatures. So they're good on their own, but if you try to ride them, they might put a little bite on you. And zebras are actually very powerful. They could actually kill a lion with one kick. Yep. So what they do is actually they camouflage. But they camouflage not in the grass like other animals. You know, other animals will have colors that look like grass or trees. Zebras all wear the same stripes. Well, stripes are individual, but it's to confuse the lion because the lion is looking for the young zebra or the one that's not feeling too well. Because he's afraid to go by the large one because the large one will actually put him down, right? So what they do when they all start running in a big circle or they start running away, they confuse. So it's called confusion camouflage. Because there's the camouflage that we know where people will sit down in the forest or the grass and they don't move. But zebras, they're always in a large group. So when the lion is looking for the little one, all he's seen is stripes and legs and he doesn't know which one to grab. And if he grabs the wrong one, well, good night, Mr. Lion. Zebras are from?
Africa.
Right. They use the stripes for?
Camouflage.
Camouflage. What kind of camouflage? You said? It's
Confusion.
Confusion camouflage, right? Right. And what color are the zebras?
White and black. Wait, why is he white?
That's the flag. They're shaking it off.
White, brown, and black. If you see,
Now,
doing this.
these guys are supposed to be white and black, but they have a little brown in them because they're young. So as they get older, the colors will come out a little more, right? And they, of course, are herbivores and they eat grass, but they're actually a bit dangerous. As I was telling you guys before, these animals could actually kick you and bite you, and they're not animals you can tame the way you would tame horses, right? The last thing is, these guys, the stripes are unique. So just like your fingerprints,
Zebra fur?
there's no zebra fur. The hair on the back, yeah, but they have zebra leather, right? So you can get the leather from them, and I was telling you that they're just like the stripes are the same way the parents would use to identify each other. They would use the stripes to identify each other the way we use fingerprints.
Is that brother and sister or brother and brother?
They're actually two girls here.
So only one I can tell. So only
The
that.
same way we can recognize each other's faces, the same way they look at the stripes and they recognize each other.
Hold on, so only that giraffe or that
That Yes, only this zebra will have this stripe and only that one will have that. They're all unique. Each stripe, exactly. None will be the same.
Hi, my name is Deja and we're at the safari with.
Foston.
And I just want to ask you one question. And the question is, do you think the animals are happy caged or they will be happier in the wild?
Right, so these animals here are actually captive bred. They were bred in these areas here. So they're not from the wild. So they will not be able to survive in the wild because they won't. They will not have a mother to teach them or another animal to show them how to survive. We don't take animals from the wild.
I have one question for you, Foston. We have an Emperor Valley Zoo in Trinidad with loads of different animals. But why would you recommend people to come here at the Petting Zoo in Chaguaramas?
All right, so our facilities are a little different from there. We allow a lot more interactions with the animals and it's more personal. So as you can see here, we have the camels as well as the llama. You're allowed to just walk around on your own and you could interact with the animals as much as you want. So and the animals have a lot more areas to run around and you could play with them a lot more.
Who came up with the idea of the safari park?
A bunch of people actually came together. I can't remember the names right now, but they were actually doing the entire area of Chaguaramas with 5 islands and everything. So they wanted to have a safari here so visitors could come and experience animals in an open area.
Oh, that's cool. Well, thank you.
Hey, I'm Elijah and today we're here with
Foston.
Foster. My question for you today is, during the event of our tour and one of the wild animals escaped, what precautions were you taking?
Right, so first to answer, one, the animals aren't wild. As I was telling somebody before, these animals were born and they grew up in other safaris. So they will not behave like a wild animal. And second, we actually have a muster point out there. We'll actually get all the people out. We'll have them in the car park and the zookeepers will just get the animal back in the cage. And many of these animals will actually, as you open the door, they will walk back into their enclosure.
Foston, I have one question for you, and my question, in terms of the animal's health, let's say the mountain lion, right? So it usually goes on hunt for food, right? What do you use to mimic this action?
Very good question. That's a really good question. So that is what we call enrichment. We actually do that for all the animals. So for him, we would actually put the food in a box, or we actually made a zebra out of cardboard boxes and whatnot, and we would put the food in there and allow him to sort of tear it open, or we'll put the food hanging from a certain ledge and he will jump and get the food. We'll have the chicken with the feathers on it. We would sort of pull it around the cage so he gets to chase it as well too. So we do that enrichment exercises almost every day for all the animals actually.
My question for you is, do all the animals have the same routine or are they different? And if so, please tell me the routine of Jack the kangaroo.
Right, so good. Jack is actually a herbivore. Remember, of course, he's a kangaroo, so he will get fed more often than other animals. For example, the mountain lion will get fed probably once a day or twice a day. Jack will get food continuously through the day because herbivores eat more frequently than carnivores.
Which animal was here that was hardest for you to train, and are there any rumors about them?
Sorry, I wouldn't say the hardest to train is probably the hardest to interact with. Jack gave me a little bit of a challenge because as he got older, he got stronger and he wanted to play the same way he played when he was young.
That was rough?
It was rough. Well, actually a bit rough because he's getting stronger by the day and he's getting older, and when he plays with me like another kangaroo. And that is the only thing, I had a little challenge with.
So are there any rumors about them?
No rumors thus far. The only thing that is he's actually Jack from Kangaroo Jack the movie. That's the only rumor I've ever heard about him.
What is your favorite animal in the whole of the safari park?
I would have to say Aladdin, the one-hump camel or the dromedary camel. I have a lot of fun with him, and I actually working to train with him right now, and he's training me and I'm training him because we would like to try to bring him out for people to walk.
Okay, thank you.
Bye bye.